guys, it's Rose with Roselikescrochet. How is everybody doing? It is Thursday, January 13th, 2022, and I am coming on here for our first wings video for 2022. How exciting. For those of you who are new here, my name is Rose. I like to crochet. I actually love to crochet, but it's not the name of my channel. I like yarn a lot. Go check out some of my past videos. And I make stitch markers and some other crocheted items. So please go check out my Etsy shop. I really do appreciate it. I live in the Chicago area. I have one daughter and a bunch of animals. So we call this place the zoo. And let me see, how many years has it been now? I think we're on our third year of helping with a domestic violence organization called Wings that is also based here in the Chicago area. So there is an entire Wings playlist. It will be linked down below in the description box where you can check out all the past videos that we have done for Wings. So basically what it is we meaning you guys, wanted to find an organization where you could donate handmade items. And Wings is one of those places in the Chicago area that has decided to accept handmade donated items. So for 2020 and 2021, you guys sent in tons and tons and tons of stuff for donations for Wings, and it was so exciting. I'm not going to go through all the stuff that happened in 2020 and 2021, except I will tell you that I had this harebrained idea last year to do something called the Traveling Podcaster Shawl. And there is also a playlist for that as well, which I will link, or you can just go check out my channel. The playlist. Okay, so my intent was I had two of those sheep cheese whirls. I know I'm not pronouncing it right. I had two sheep cheese whirls cakes, and they're really expensive cakes. They're like $30 a cake. And I wanted to see if some fellow YouTubers would be willing to make a shawl, pass it around, work on it together, and then we could put it in my Etsy shop. And I was hoping to get maybe about $100 for each shawl. So I was really hoping to raise, we've donated so much stuff that I was really hoping to raise some cash for after the holidays so they could replenish their pantry there. So my intent when I started the Traveling Podcaster Shawls was to raise $200. Like, that was it. So it kind of snowballed. The last person who had one of the shawls was Kit from All Things Crochet and Knit with Kit. And she handed me another shawl and said, here, you can sell this one too. And then I talked to Crystal at Bag O' Day, and she says, well, I want to donate some stuff as well, because I took a poll, you guys. I asked you guys here and on Facebook, I think, in the Facebook group, what you thought was the best way to sell these items. And my options were sell them on my Etsy shop. I'm just talking about the shawls. Sell them on my Etsy shop, do a live auction, because Crystal from Bag O' Day had a live auction on Instagram and it was very successful for her. Or do like an email or online something or other. The online something or other wasn't going to work out. And so you guys helped me make the decision to do a live YouTube auction. And I really only thought it was going to be those 3 shawls. And then Crystal decided that she was going to throw in some stuff. And I decided to throw in some stuff too. Anyway, to make a long story long, you guys, if you haven't seen the live auction video, it's like a 2-hour long video, but it's totally worth it because the bidding was crazy. We raised $5,356 for Wings, and I brought a cashier's check over to Wings last weekend. And if you are following me on Instagram, you've already seen the picture. If you're in the Facebook group, you've already seen the picture. But if not, I'm going to show you here my contact there. I handed her the check and we had another volunteer take a picture. So I'll insert that picture right here. It was so exciting to be able to hand her that check. I'm pretty sure I told her I was gonna do an auction, but she totally forgot about it, or it just didn't cross her mind. And when I told her I was coming with a check for that much money, she's like, wait, what are you talking about? So it was really exciting. She emailed her boss, and that guy emailed his boss, and I think they're gonna wind up doing some kind of story on you guys for all your donations and all of your amazing contributions to this unfortunately very needy organization. So yay to you guys. You guys should pat yourselves on the back. And I'm not just saying the people who bought something at the auction, but any single person who donated even one small item last year made a huge contribution to this domestic violence organization. So, okay, I'm not going to say anything else more about the auction. If you want, you can go and check out the video on the playlist. And by the way, this is what I was using to write down all the stuff about the auction. So yes, let's focus on the good. Okay, so are you guys ready for the list for 2022? So I am totally ready. I'm super excited. And this list is based on what my contact at Wings, what she was getting in from me, from you guys, and what the people who receiving the items said to her about those items. So if I have pictures of anything that I'm gonna talk about, I'll insert them. If I can find tutorials, I will list them down below. I also started a playlist called Wings Projects. Feel free to go check that out as well. But what I'm really going to ask you guys to do is to not deviate from what she's asked for. So for example, for May, she wants diaper bags. Please don't send in anything other than what could be used as a diaper bag. That's all I'm going to say. Let's not deviate. And I'll talk more about that too. So she printed out a list, and she printed out pictures in the list, but they're black and white. So I don't know if I'll be able to show you and you'll be able to see it, of what she's looking for. And if you have any questions on what she's looking for, please just send me an email. And then we'll figure it out. I will say I would appreciate it if you have cats at home that if they are on your projects that you plan on sending in, if you could wash them for me, that would be great. Last year was a little difficult for me after some of the videos to breathe because I'm allergic to cats. So I would appreciate it if anyone does have a cat. I still want you to send donations, please. But if you could either keep your cats off the projects or wash them before you send them, that would be amazing. If you don't have cats, you don't have to wash them because I'm good without cats. Okay, so so we'll just get started on the list. Okay, so for February, and I understand that it is the middle of January right now, but you have the whole month of February to do this. Now, this is kind of the same thing what we did last year. February, what she's looking for are small Easter stuffed animals or dolls that they can put in Easter baskets. The dolls were a big hit, and don't forget different ethnicities. So I don't know if you guys probably aren't going to be able to see this because it's black and white and it's a really tiny picture, but she specifically said dolls, and the dolls that she said, they're smaller, so you don't have to make some big elaborate doll. This is the picture that she printed out. So I don't know if you guys can see those little dolls. They don't have to be dolls. So small toys that can fit in an Easter basket, and think of the smallest Easter basket you can think of. So you don't have to make a big, huge doll. So her request for February is small Easter stuffed animals or dolls that they can put in Easter baskets. And don't forget different ethnicities. So if you're making a doll and you have something for a brown skin or medium brown skin, a light skin, mix it up a little bit because we have all walks of life here in the Chicago area. I did show her a picture of the octos, and those are made by Rel at the Dabbling Hook. She said those would be acceptable too. So I will leave the link for Rel's video tutorial on that down below. Okay, so February is small Easter stuffed animals. One other thing before I go on to March is if something is requested for a specific month, we usually maybe have a couple days of leeway or maybe a week of leeway. So for example, I don't know when Easter is because I don't celebrate, but I'm sure if you send something in right at the end of February and it gets to me like the first week of March, that would be fine. But try to get your stuff in for the month that they're asking. Okay, so this is an important one. March, she is looking for ponchos and shawls. And she said thinner, lightweight shawls or ponchos. So, last year, she also asked for shawls, and she did specify lightweight, and we got an awful lot of shawls last year that were just absolutely gorgeous, but they were too heavy, and the people, the ladies did not want to wear the heavy ones. So this is one of, and it's funny because I just made this one. This is one of the ones that she specified, which is called the Canyon Something Shawl by Lion Brand. And there's no video tutorial, but it is a free pattern on their website. And then it's kind of hard to see that one, but if you guys can see, it is a very lightweight shawl. So what I'm gonna tell you guys is that you cannot send in a shawl made with anything bigger than a number 3 weight yarn, because then that will guarantee that it's definitely lightweight and they will be able to use it. So please, please take that into consideration. She does not want anything that's not lightweight, okay? So that means no number 4 yarns, no bulky yarns, nothing that's like 100% wool, like not super fine. Super fine would be fine. Super fine would be fine. But I hope you guys understand, nothing larger than a size 3 weight yarn for the shawls, okay? Whatever color, she said the bright rainbowy colors were very, very popular. Okay, so that's for March. And I will have this list on the Facebook group as a pinned announcement, and I'll put it in the description box down below so you don't have to come back and like watch. Okay, April is gonna be makeup bags and knotted headbands and hair ties. So she didn't say anything more specific than that. So April is makeup bags, knotted headbands, not ear warmers, not winter wear. It has to be decorative hair ties, okay? So again, nothing wool, nothing heavy, and nothing that's gonna keep your ears warm. It's a knotted headband to keep your hair up out of your face. And then she said hair ties, so I'm assuming scrunchies would be good. Okay, May is diaper bags. Again, she didn't specify anything other than diaper bags. So, but let's make sure that if you send a bag, it could be used as a diaper bag. Okay, June is doll clothing, which was a huge success. Oh my gosh, any size doll clothes. She actually took pictures of 2 of the doll clothes that were sent in, and I'm gonna show you guys. So that's, I don't remember who sent those in. That might have been Katrina from Mindful Crafts. I don't remember, because she sent in some beautiful pieces. I mean, everyone sent in such gorgeous doll clothes. But make sure you label your doll clothes for what size they're for. I mean, if you want to put them in a baggie or just tag it, that's fine. So that is June, doll clothes and hacky sacks. Now, the thing with the hacky sacks is she wants the ones with the heavier filling. So not a stress ball, but an actual hacky sack. If you can't find hacky sacks or the filling, then don't worry about it. Okay, and the other thing I want to say to you guys is that if you cannot donate to Wings, please don't apologize. If you can donate locally, please do that. It helps your community. It saves you money on postage. It's so important that we spread the love. And if there's somewhere local where you can do that, please do that. If you send something and it's one thing, just know that it's one thing more that these people didn't have before. So it's so, so appreciated. Please don't apologize in your letter or your card that you could only send one thing. Just don't. Just be so proud of yourself for sending what you sent, okay? All right, so July is stress balls, fidget toys, and worry worms. And she said smaller stress balls are the best, okay? So she does not want the stress balls made with blanket yarn. She said smaller stress balls are the best ones. Okay, and then she took a picture of what you guys sent in last year for what was really, really popular. Okay, so remember, stress balls, small, fidget toys, and worry worms. Okay, so there is a picture of the worry worms, and I did find a couple of tutorials, and they are linked in the projects playlist. There are the fidget toys. I think I found one of those as well. And then these are little small stress balls, I believe. Yes, it's hard to see it backwards. Okay, so that is for July. So hopefully that will be easy because at least here in Chicago, it gets really hot in July and no one wants to be working on anything big. August is kitchen aprons. She didn't specify a size this time, so any size kitchen apron. By the way, for you guys who knit, any of this stuff can be knitted and sent in. If you loom knit, it can be loom knitted. If you sew, this is the perfect opportunity for those of you who sew for a kitchen apron. And we had a lot of people donate some handmade, hand-sewn kitchen aprons last year. So it was amazing. Okay, so that's August. September, our winter sets. Okay, so you cannot just send in a box of 50 hats. She said they had a lot of extra hats that no one took because they didn't have a scarf to go with it. So she would like winter sets, and that would mean either a hat and a scarf, a hat and a cowl, and if you can make gloves to go with it, fingerless gloves, mittens, that would be great, but she's only going to accept sets, and it can also be for kids. So just make sure for September that you only send in sets. So no separate scarves, no separate cowls, no separate hats. It has to be a set. Okay, October is going to be loveys. And the reason for that is that it was a huge, huge hit. Now, for those of you who don't know what a lovey is, I'm going to insert a picture of one of the loveys that I've made recently. I'll insert it here. Now, the tutorial that I used for this lovey is by Zelda NRJ3. Hi, Z. It's here on YouTube. Pretty much, I think her tutorial is linked in almost all of my videos, but I will also link it down below. So they are looking for loveys for October, and they are a huge success. They were a huge success at Christmas. They were a huge success at Thanksgiving. It was a big, big, big deal. So October is loveys. November is toys for boys again. And we did this last year and it was so cool. Oh my gosh. So anything you think that would be good for a toy for a boy. And then here is a new one, although we did kind of do this a little bit last year, but she is looking for a few baby blankets. Now, when I say a few, just a few. So what we're gonna do is we are going to put a limit on it. So if you would like to send baby blankets in November, you can only send in 2. Okay, so 2 baby blankets is the limit for November. They do have quite a few safe houses, but they do not need 500 baby blankets. So only 2 per person, okay? All right, so I think that is it. If you have any questions, please send me an email and let me know. If you could leave a comment down below here and let me know what you think about the list for wings. If you didn't notice, there are no kitchen items on the list for this year. For anyone who was here in 2021, you know that we received about 5,000 washcloths. So they are set for kitchen items. So no kitchen items this year. Now, I think that I heard a couple of podcasters that helped me out last year did mention that they were getting some washcloths ready to send to me for wings, but they are not accepting any washcloths. Please do not send any, no washcloths, no kitchen towels, no scrubbies, nothing for the kitchen besides the aprons that I told you about. And that was for August. So again, check out the list below. The list will also be in the Facebook group. If you have any questions, send me an email, put a comment down below. Remember that when the wings videos do start coming out, I do appreciate everyone watching them. Share it if you can. Leave a positive comment. Even leave a positive comment down here below today. So I hope that you guys are excited for 2022 for wings, because I am so excited myself. The other thing I want to bring up is that you can also do a couple things for wings if you would like to not crochet something, and that's totally fine. If you shop on Amazon, go to smile.amazon.com and add wings as your charity of choice. That way, a small percentage of whatever you purchase on there, and it doesn't cost you anything, that will go to wings. They also have a wish list. So for example, if they have some boys in the safe houses and they need socks and underwear, they will put those on the list, and you can also purchase those for them too. That won't come to me, it'll go directly to them. So any questions, let me know. And that is it. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing all your donations in February. Also, let me know if you think we should do a traveling podcast or shawl again. Maybe we should do a regular traveling shawl for like you guys, because I think that would be kind of cool too. So let me know. Okay, talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.